Welcome back to Well, That's Interesting. Those things shouldn't do that edition.
Oh, no. We're going to talk about butts again, aren't we?
It's butt adjacent.
I knew it!
It's butt adjacent.
I knew it.
Today, In-Betweeni 059, the exploding pants epidemic of the 1930s.
Ah!
And elephants caught smoking.
Why? Why are they smoking?
That's a good question.
Are they stressed?
You know what? Yeah, keep that in mind.
Really?
Yeah.
Did I call that?
It's, I don't want to give anything away, but
You know, I'm smarter than a lot of people think.
You're amazing.
I have intuition, and my intuition is telling me these elephants are a little stressed.
They are a little stressed.
Okay.
Yeah, let's circle back to that. Put a pin in it. And hopefully one of us remembers. Probably not.
Probably not.
So-
Let's be honest. We need to start bringing Post-its. No, we don't. We don't need no stinking Post-its.
No, taking notes. What?
Ew.
I'm Jill Chacha, and I am with the always ready Marissa Riley.
I am so ready. I'm here for this. And yeah, I was confident it was butts. But exploding pants, very close.
Right?
Very
so
close.
So close.
Ah,
If this is your first time listening, welcome to the flock.
welcome.
Dr. Riley here comes in cold and learns everything in real time, just like you.
It's
So,
true. I had no idea what we were talking about. But knowing, well, that's interesting. There's usually a 50 to 90% chance that we are talking about butts or something that comes out of them.
Yeah, or sometimes in them, or stuck.
Or in them, something that goes in them. And today it sounds like we're talking about something that's on them.
Yes.
So I was right.
Yeah. Yes. You're always right.
I am. Thank you.
Should we begin?
We should.
Let's begin by heading back in time when the worldwide economy was in shambles, unemployment was staggering, and homeowners and renters alike were staring down the barrel of eviction.
So all the time.
Yes. Pretty much. I'm not talking about 2021 or 2020. I'm talking about the 1930s.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it.
So, and we're in one of the most magical places on Earth, an island country floating out there in the southwestern Pacific Ocean. You may have heard about it, New Zealand.
Yes, the Shire. Who lives there? The Hobbits. Mm-hmm. Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
all I know about it. That's all I know about it. It's beautiful and the Lord of the Rings.
Okay, that's two. That's great.
That's two whole things.
For my fellow geographically challenged Americans, don't worry if you're not exactly sure where New Zealand is among that vast, vast expanse that is the Pacific. All you have to do is point to Australia.
All right.
Now move your finger down and to the right,
Okay.
about 2,500 miles.
That's a lot.
Yes, and here we are in Maori country.
Oh,
Now,
Maori.
yes, even though New Zealand is fucking magical and painfully beautiful, it could not escape the devastation that was the Great Depression.
Yeah.
In fact, it was more vulnerable than most countries because at the time, quote, it depended on Britain buying its agricultural exports. Work relief schemes were the only government support in these tough economic times, and relief scheme work had to be rationed because such large numbers of people applied.
Sounds complicated.
Yeah, it was often demoralizing, and some schemes were dubbed slave camps.
No.
Yeah. Many New Zealanders were forced to rely on charity in the absence of adequate government support, and the limits of private support were severely tested by the numbers in need.
No.
Accepting charity was too humiliating for some who looked for other inventive ways to get by.
Okay.
Do-it-yourselfers made or recycled anything they could, created backyard vegetable patches, or hunted and fished. End quote. From the Museum of New Zealand, the website tipapagovt.nz. Woo.
Amazing. Also, amazing that they were being inventive and recycling and trying their best. The circumstances suck hard, though.
So hard.
Suck so hard.
Yeah, indeed, countless families trekked into the New Zealand wilderness, opting to make it on their own by living off the land and embraced farming.
Okay.
Especially dairy farming
Oh.
as a way to eat and possibly make a buck.
Yeah.
It was in this decade, according to James Watson, senior lecturer and head of school in the School of History, Philosophy and Politics at Massey University in New Zealand. So, things are so long.
So long.
Jesus Christ.
Shorten it. Be like Cher. One word.
Right.
4 letters.
Come on, James. So it was in this decade that the number of dairy farms exploded.
Oh.
And so did, apparently, pants across the nation.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Now, Dr. Marissa, if you will, please read to us an excerpt from an article written back in April of 1933 from the New Zealand newspaper, The Evening Post. Do tell us what's been happening.
I'm really excited. Okay. All right. Okay. From the article, Trousers Explode, Not Their Fault. Quote, sorry, I'm already in love with it. Quote, not long ago, in a country township, a man's trousers exploded with a loud report. Fortunately, the owner was not in them at the time. He was, however, in the same room, and although dazed by the force of the explosion, he was able to seize the garment which was hanging before the fire and hurl it out onto the grass outside. There, the trousers smoldered with a series of minor detonations. And, quote, this was not the exploding I thought it was going to be.
Oh, what'd you think?
I thought you meant like they were eating so much more dairy.
Oh. They're all lactose intolerant.
They're all lactose intolerant, so they were all just letting them rip because they couldn't help it.
You know, I
got it really wrong.
No.
I thought this was going to be a farting thing.
A shitting explosion?
Yeah. I messed
shitting
up.
epidemic?
Yes.
No, you did
That's
not
really
mess
what
up.
I thought
This
it
is-
was. I bet that was happening too. They just didn't write about it because they were so embarrassed. Oh my God. End of podcast. Thank you for listening.
Oh, man. I'm going to do some
kidding.
research about shitting epidemics.
Please do. I would love
But
that.
no, this is some literal explosions.
Wow.
Literal fucking explosions.
Why?
Yes, my friends, the pants weren't at fault at all. The cause of spontaneous Sorry, I'm still laughing.
It's okay. Farting is the funniest thing in the world.
The cause of spontaneous combustions from coast to coast was due to a comedy of errors, actually. Let's meet our first accidental culprit. Dr. Marissa, what do you see in the photo before you? And of course, all photos we talk about today will be on our Instagram, Twitter, social media, so please come on by and have a gander.
Do it.
Dr. Marissa, what do you see before you in this photo?
I see a bunch of yellow flowers.
Yep.
And is that a little bumblebee?
It's a little bumblebee.
And so imagine yellow flowers up close and a bumblebee
Yeah.
on
pretty
one of them.
Beautiful color.
Yeah.
Gorgeous golden.
Classic, very stock image photo-esque. Yeah, done.
Yeah. This delicate golden flower resembling a charming daisy, I would say,
Oh, yeah.
is actually a plant so poisonous it can take down large beasts.
What?
Like horses and cattle.
No.
Yeah. According to iflscience.com, quote, the weed causes all sorts of problems to livestock who ingest it, damaging their liver and making them susceptible to everything from diarrhea to colic to sunburn, blindness, and death.
That is
End quote.
so many things.
It is so many things.
So many problems.
That's where the poop is.
I got it. That's this. They're the ones who are shitting.
They're the ones pooping.
I see.
It's so hated by farmers and ranchers alike, the plant goes by many telling names. The ragwort,
Ugh.
common ragwort,
Ugh.
stinking willy,
Ugh.
tansy ragwort,
What?
stinking nanny ninny willy,
Okay.
staggerwort,
Oh.
dog standard,
Oh, what?
cankerwort, and finally, because I'm tired, stammerwort. it's yeah, a lot of wart.
A lot of warts.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Sure.
it's hated by just about everyone.
Me included.
Except bees and other pollinators. So, for example, from the plant's wiki, quote, in the United Kingdom, where the plant is native, ragwort provides a home and food source to at least 77 species.
Good for them.
Yes.
Good for them.
77 insect species, sorry.
Oh, okay.
30 invertebrate species use ragwort exclusively as their food source, and there are another 22 species where ragwort forms a significant part of their diet.
Oh.
English Nature identifies a further 117 species that uses ragwort as a nectar source whilst traveling between feeding and breeding sites. These consist mainly of solitary bees, hoverflies, moths, and butterflies, such as the small copper butterfly. End quote.
Lovely.
So lovely. But I know what you're thinking.
Yes.
Why am I talking about a plant from the UK?
Yeah, why?
So, good news. The plant that could wipe out cattle, well, it was introduced to New Zealand in the 1800s.
Fuck me.
And as with many invasive species, it ran fucking wild throughout the new country unchecked.
Of course it did.
Yeah.
Of course it did.
Now, I can't find why exactly someone would bring a poisonous plant to another country.
Yeah, why?
But I'm assuming, like most plant stories, the reason was for ornamental purposes, probably.
Oh, someone made a little flower
Someone made yeah, that's right.
Someone was having a little midsummer.
Yeah, exactly.
And ruined a country.
That's right. Yeah, maybe they wanted to raise bees, but who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
No, can't look it up. So,
Yeah.
long story short, this plant was in the way of desperate farmers who wanted to set up their dairy farms fast.
Yeah, it's urgent.
Yeah. So, Dr. Marissa, what did the New Zealand government at the time recommend their struggling citizens use to eradicate it?
Oh, okay. All right. From iflscience.com, a solution to the ragwort was sodium chlorate, a chemical that, whilst effective at removing ragwort, came with some unfortunate side effects. The chemical, was recommended by the Department of Agriculture and was quickly taken up as a solution by the farmers who trusted their advice. The problem was the chemical is highly volatile and needed protective clothing, a message that didn't spread as fast as this chemical will kill the ragwort. End quote. I got it. Yeah. So this is a mess.
This is a mess.
So in summation, this is a mess.
Total fucking mess.
Ugh.
Yes, my friends, the Department of Agriculture suggested a substance that was volatile.
Great.
But that word doesn't clarify the extent of it.
Oh, no.
To help explain why this is a death trap, what better way to break it down but an old-timey newspaper language?
I love it.
Let's head on back to the Evening Post and back to that beloved article.
Yes.
Quote, this strange behavior regarding the explosions we brought up before was due to the fact that the trouser's owner had been spraying sodium chlorate on ragwort and incidentally sprayed some on himself.
Totally natural.
Clothing and other burnable substances become highly inflammable when they absorb sodium chlorate. When the clothes take the spray, the water evaporates rapidly, leaving the chlorate distributed through the fibers of the cloth.
Great.
There is nothing visible to warn the owner that the affected portion of the dried out clothing may catch fire or even explode by coming near a fire or by friction.
Oh.
Yeah. Even sun heat can cause ignition or explosion of clothes affected by sodium chlorate. There have been at least 2 deaths from such a cause. End quote.
My God.
Yeah.
Death by fire pants.
Yeah.
This is so shitty.
Yeah.
This is so, dare I say it, this is more embarrassing than shitting your pants. This is...
Could you imagine if you did fart and the friction was so intense that your pants caught fire?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. My head just exploded like this guy's farty pants. Oh my God. Do you think it happened? I think it did.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
If you're doing the hard labor, everyone accidentally poops when you're lifting something.
Of course. And they're all eating dairy.
Farts, not accidentally poops, I'm sorry. accidentally farts.
Well, some people, I mean, if they're chugging this much, milk and cheese and stuff, they're sharting all over the place, exploding, igniting their pants. What a disaster.
Yeah.
If people weren't dying, it would be really funny. You know what? It is. I'm sorry. My heart goes out to the families.
Oh my God.
Man.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
anyways.
Just imagine, my friends, you're toiling in the fields, like we said, for hours under the hot New Zealand sun, and suddenly you combust. Oops. Now, good news. Rolling on the grass or wrapping or patting yourself to cut off the oxygen supply to smother the flames won't help.
Great.
So, for you see, sodium chlorate is 45% oxygen, basically fueling itself.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So your best bet is, you guessed it, it's to strip naked and run.
I mean, I honestly would have done that anyway, so good to know.
Yeah, seriously, the paper's advice, other than to avoid its use, is to wear baggy clothing you can pull off since, quote, combustion of the chlorate-saturated portion is so nearly instantaneous that there is no time for preventative measures once the fire is started.
I like how the solution is wear clothes that you can rip off faster instead of ban the chemical and find an alternative that doesn't explode people.
Yes. So, honestly, I know what else you're thinking. What did the farmers do? Was anyone held accountable for their poor advice? Or at least for their poor communication management? Of course not.
Of course not. They never are.
No. Even though one farmer died after lighting a match in his shack, just trying to check on his baby. The case of the traveling exploding pants just faded into an historical footnote.
Great.
But thanks to newspapers and word of mouth, the damage was short-lived, and in just a few short months, farmers went back to the way they've always dealt with weeds. Sheep.
Oh, that sounds so much nicer than exploding pants.
Nature's original lawnmower.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Fuck yeah, sheep.
So that's the story of the pants, and after the break, an elephant takes up smoking, but it's not what you think.
Okay.
Stay tuned.
Please do.
When Johann Rall received the letter on Christmas Day 1776, he put it away to read later. Maybe he thought it was a season's greeting and wanted to save it for the fireside. But what it actually was a warning, delivered to the Hessian colonel, letting him know that General George Washington was crossing the Delaware and would soon attack his forces. The next day, when Rall lost the Battle of Trenton and died from 2 colonial Boxing Day musket balls, the letter was found, unopened, in his vest pocket. As someone with 15,000 unread emails in his inbox, I feel like there's a lesson there. Oh well, this is The Constant, a history of getting things wrong. I'm Mark Chrysler. Every episode, we look at the bad ideas, mistakes, and accidents that misshaped our world. Find us at constantpodcast.com or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello everyone, Stakuyi here.
And I'm Gabby.
And we are the hosts of History of Everything, a podcast which you can probably guess by the name is, well, it's about everything. Do you want to know why people thought potatoes were evil and would give you syphilis? Are you curious about all the stories of the terrible and stupid ways that people have kicked the bucket over the years? Do you want to hear tales about all of the different badasses of history and the lives that they had brought to life? Well, if so, then look no further. History of Everything is just the right podcast for you. It's available on Spotify, Pandora, and anywhere else that you get your podcast from. Join us for some fun and just see how weird and wacky history can be.
Hey everyone, Jill Chacha here from Well, That's Interesting, and I am absolutely thrilled to tell you about Spotify for podcasters. I use it, I love it, and it all started by downloading the free Spotify for Podcasters app, which has all the tools you need in one place to record and edit your masterpiece of a podcast. Spotify for Podcasters also distributes your show to all major platforms. So when you hit publish, your episodes will stream not only on Spotify, but I'm talking about the Apples, the Googles, Stitcher, Good Pods, the other ones. You get the idea. And you can monetize your podcast with no minimum listenership required. You could also set up monthly subscriptions and record ads just like this one. So what are you waiting for? Download Spotify for Podcasters today and start changing the world. Oh, and please, stay interesting. And we're back.
We are so back.
We're so back, and we're doing what brings joy to millions across the globe. We're watching some animal videos.
Ah! This is the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
I think we can all unite as humans over cute animal videos.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah,
Totally
there's
agree.
so many. There's one for everyone. It's great.
Yeah, statistically, that's true.
It's so true. Yes.
At least two or three. But we're not on any social media platform.
What?
We're looking through footage recorded by camera traps set up by Vinay Kumar, Assistant Director of the Wildlife Conservation Society's India program.
All right.
Now, the cameras were scattered throughout the Nagarahole? Let's go with that. Nagarahole National Park and Tiger Reserve in the state of Karnataka. Where in the world is all of this?
I have no idea.
Don't worry, I got you. Everyone, please imagine the great subcontinent of India.
Yes.
Now point to the very southern tip.
Yes.
Now move your finger an inch or two northwest,
Okay.
and voila, you're in Nagarahole National Park.
Amazing.
There you go. Fun fact, according to the official website, nagarahole.com, the word is derived from naga, meaning snake, and hole refers to streams.
Oh,
Yeah.
the snake stream.
There you go.
Makes me a little nervous, but it's okay. It's okay.
Good news, there's more than just our amphibian friends here.
There always is.
The park is also a sanctuary for the Bengal tiger, Indian leopard, sloth bear, and striped hyena.
I am so happy this place exists, and I will probably not go. I would be happy to fly over it, though, and wave at all the beautiful animals
That's great.
as we go to our next destination, which is a populated city.
That's right. And cocktails.
Yes.
So, every so often, beautiful Asian elephants are caught on film walking through the forests, grazing, pooping, and for the first time ever, it was revealed they also do this.
Oh my God.
Yes, Dr. Marissa, I would love to show you a 1 minute long video.
Okay.
And if you would, please tell us what you see happening.
All right.
And if any member of the flock would like to watch, just Google elephant smoking footage 2018, and it should pop right up.
I love that there's a specific year this
Yes,
happened.
2018.
That was the year.
Okay, so I'm going to pull it up right here, and please tell us what you see.
Okay. All right. Okay, so I see an elephant. Oh my God. Pause. Pause. All right. Okay. First of all, we're in kind of like the woods.
Yeah.
In India. And I see a beautiful Asian elephant, full size, adult size, and it opens its mouth and a big puff of smoke comes out.
Yeah.
Like it's fucking smoking.
Yep.
Let's play.
And I love how it's alone doing
It's
this.
alone.
Which is-
And it's like behind a tree, which is such like a smoker thing to do. Like this is their time.
Yes.
I used to be a smoker, not to brag. Yeah. And you're kind of ashamed. Sometimes you hide.
You need some alone time.
Unless you're drunk and then you talk to everyone. It's terrible.
All right, here we go. Here's some more footage.
Okay. So I don't see a cigarette or anything. I just see, all right, it's kind of twisting its little trunk around. Its trunk is kind of going through some of the brush on the ground. It's putting something in its mouth now with its trunk, and it blows smoke again out of its mouth. Okay, so it puts something in its mouth, right? And then it blows it out.
Yeah.
But what is it putting in its mouth? It's doing it again.
Yeah, so it does that for about a minute. But yeah, you nailed it. It's putting something in its mouth and blowing some smoke.
Is it dirt?
No, it's not dirt.
What the fuck
Yeah,
is it doing?
So what is up with this puffing pachyderm? Let's get into it now.
Oh, God.
According to the Smithsonian Mag article, Why This Elephant in India is Blowing Smoke, quote, in the video, the elephant appears to pick up and stuff chunks of charcoal
What?
into her mouth before exhaling a plume of what looks like smoke.
Oh my God.
In India, the Forest Department burns fire lines to create fire breaks that help control forest fires, Vinay Kumar said. And this effort leaves behind wood charcoal on the forest floor.
Okay. Following.
I believe the elephant may have been trying to ingest that wood charcoal, WCS elephant biologist Vuran Kaswami said in a statement. She appears to be picking up pieces from the forest floor, blowing away the ash that came along with it, and consuming the rest. End quote.
Oh, she's kind of blowing off the burnt bits.
That's right. She's eating the charcoal.
And eating the charcoal. Mm-hmm. Why is she eating the charcoal?
That's a great
That
question.
sounds disgusting.
It sounds.
I know there are some benefits if
Yeah.
people eat it. It like absorbs. It absorbs bad things.
There you go.
Yeah.
You nailed it. Yeah. So this wild elephant is seen eating smoldering charcoal, which, like you said, may seem odd at first, but it's actually kind of brilliant behavior. Dr. Marissa, what theories are biologists running with to explain why this is happening?
I would love to tell you. All right, quote, according to a press statement from the WCS, researchers aren't sure exactly what the elephant is doing, but it's probably not just fooling around. Charcoal is known for its ability to bind with toxins and works as a laxative. So eating the charcoal may not serve as a sort of it actually may. So let me start again. So eating the charcoal may serve as a sort of wildlife medicine for the elephant. Charcoal is readily available in most places after forest fires or lightning strikes. End quote from Smithsonian Mag. So she's just getting some toxins out.
There you go. So
Flushing out the system.
that's right. She needed some help pooping.
There you go.
Like you said, she was maybe a little stressed. She's like, I got to go over here and eat some, take some laxatives.
Oh my gosh. She just needed a movement, man.
That's right.
She just needed to move.
Yeah, that's right. Most likely, this elephant is doing what we all do, and that's self-medicate.
Yeah.
But seriously, animals using the environment around them medicinally is actually really, really common. Scientists even have a word for it. Let's see if I could say it. Zoopharmacognosy.
That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I loved
Thank
it.
you.
If y'all see this word, it is crazy.
And if you think you've never witnessed it yourself, you probably have, especially if you're around a cat or a dog. When they eat grass, for example, that's an innate behavior to help settle an upset stomach and helps lead to barfing, which is fun.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Good times.
Also fun, Asian elephants aren't the only ones who know about charcoal's effects. Red colobus monkeys on the island of Zanzibar, nowhere near these elephants. They're off the east coast of Africa. They also figured out that charcoal counteracts toxic substances in their diets.
Oh my God.
I know.
These animals are so amazing and smart.
Charcoal actually is just the tip of the self-medicating iceberg. Dr. Marissa, tell us, what other super interesting examples are out there?
Oh my God, I would love to tell you. All right, quote, in another study, researchers near Salonga National Park in the Congo witnessed bonobos carefully collecting certain sandpapery leaves and carefully placing them on their tongue, balling them up, and then swallowing them whole. It's believed they use the scratchy leaves, which are not a normal part of their diet, as a way of scouring parasites from their system. Oh my God. Other examples include red and green macaws that eat clay to kill bacteria and aid digestion, spider monkeys that consume leaves that may improve fertility, amazing, lemurs that eat leaves that spur milk production, and pregnant elephants in Kenya that munch leaves that may speed up delivery. End quote from Smithsonian Mag. I am obsessed with all of that.
It's pretty incredible.
Holy shit.
So incredible.
Oh my God.
Also super cool, depending on the species and the behavior, it could be innate or even learned and passed down.
I love that it can be learned and passed down.
Yeah. One
So cool.
one definite example of knowledge being passed down can be found in Mexico City. House finches there figured out that stuffing nests with nicotine-laced cigarette butts helps deter mites, lice, and other parasites.
That's fucking genius. That is fucking genius. A little depressing, but fucking
Yes.
genius. I've never met anyone in the world who knew what to do
The cigarette butts.
with cigarette butts. They're the most disgusting things in the world, and these birds
Figured it out.
figured it out.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Super neat, but also don't fucking litter. Jesus.
Oh my
H.
God! Don't do it though.
Yeah.
Not all animals know what to do with it, and they'll figure something else out.
Yeah.
They sound resourceful.
Yeah. So let's all do our part so animals can do drugs naturally.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes. I love animals. I always loved animals, but now I love them even more. They're
Yeah.
fucking smart, man.
Like, incredible. Yeah. And we love you. Thank you for listening, subscribing, telling your friends about the smoking elephants and the exploding pants.
Yeah.
You'll probably just remember poop at the end of this.
I know. At the end of But what a wonderful thing to remember. It's the best part of the day.
It really is. And please, stay interesting.
Please do.